Hi, Rosie. This is just a quick video to give you some ideas of a few things you can do to make it a little bit more difficult for students to cheat on Google Classroom quizzes. I've already have a quiz set up, and I'm going to go ahead and click on Edit to edit that quiz, and then I'm going to click on the Google form that's being used to generate the test. I'm going to click on that, and then I'm going to come down to the right hand side and click on the button that allows me to edit the form. And here's my test. The first thing that you want to do is it's a good idea to create your quiz with multiple sections that students have to go through, so they don't see all your questions at one time. And I have this set up with section 1. I've got a couple of questions in a section 2, and I have a couple of questions. And you can just keep adding sections. There's a button over here that allows you to add sections. And so it's a good idea to have more than one section or several sections for the questions. Right? The other thing you want to do is you want to come up to the settings button, and on general settings you want to limit your students to one response, so they can only take it one time. And then you want to make sure these are off. Editing after submit or see summary charts of responses. On the presentation, you want to set it to shuffle the question order. Every student who sees the test will see the questions in a different order. So you want to make sure that box is checked and leave the other boxes unchecked. The next button you want to click on is quizzes, and on this you want to make sure it's made a quiz. You want to release grade. I'm going to set that for later, after manual review. That way students don't see their grades until after everyone has taken the test and you release them. It's your choice what you want respondents to see. Do you want them to see missed questions, correct answers, point values? Sometimes if you're allowing students to see questions and correct answers, they can collect those questions to share with students in the future. So you can make your own decisions about what you want to do with that. And go ahead and save that. For individual questions, I'm going to go ahead and show you here on a question, and you might want to make sure that all your questions you have the required button clicked on them. And then if you come over to the settings, you want to make sure you have the shuffle order option set. That will change the order of the answers and once again make it more difficult for them to cheat on that. If you're using a classroom with school-issued Chromebooks, you have one other nice option that you can use, and that's to come back up to the settings. Now, I don't have a Chromebook that's issued by the district, but come up to settings, go over to quizzes, and you will have a selection here to use locked mode. And locked mode will set it up so that students cannot open other windows while they are taking your quiz or your test. And I don't think it allows them to take screenshots with the computer either. Of course, students can use their own cameras and stuff like that. If they're doing it at home, it's still a problem. But anyway, I'm going to cancel that. Okay, that's just a couple of tips for making some changes that will hopefully make your quizzes a little bit more secure. Hopefully, I'll have some other answers for you shortly.